JAYSTEPHER here today with the tutorial on doors and windows. But we're not putting doors and windows the traditional way. I'm going to show you in this tutorial on how to outset these door and window to build up a little extra character for any Lego house or building, as well as having a finished interior as well. So where do we start off is I want to figure out where I'm going to put my doors and windows at. So I'm just going to take a 1x6, as that's how big the width of our doors and windows are going to be. I'm just going to place these where I think they should be at. Place one on this side here. This is going to be the base of our threshold for our door. And the window, I'm going to place it right here. Now I'm simply going to come in and start plating the bottom in like I normally would do a wall. Now mind you, this is just a setup just to show you how to make one of these fancy door and window setups, so this is going to be very basic. And that's the foundation for the door here and our window. Now I'm going to be putting a door on top of here. So I'm going to be setting this 1x6 smooth tile on top of here. That's sort of like a step. And there's the foundation for the wall. Okay, now we're going to make the assembly for the door. First thing we're going to need is a 2x6 white plate and a 1x4 smooth tile. We're going to place it on the edge here like so. I'm going to take two of these 1x2x5 things, bricks. If you don't have any of those, just use several of these. You're going to need 12. You're going to need 2 of these and 2 of these, or just 12 of these in total. I'm going to place both these side by side. And I'm going to place the 1x2s on top here. I'm just going to take a simple door, black, red, whatever color you have. This will work. I'm going to drop it down here. Kind of looks like we have a door casing. I'm going to take a 1x6 brick. We're going to place it on top of our door. And a 1x6 arch. And there's our door. Now, in the wall here, I plan on making this door sit right in the middle here. But since we really can't stick these in the middle, we're going to take 6 of these jumper pieces, any color would be fine. We're going to place them down here on the bottom where the door is going to be at. So I'm going to use 6 of these tan ones. Then we can simply drop our door on here. As you can see, the door's right in the center here of the wall. In order to put brick on top of this door, we're going to need to come in and put some plates up here. These 1x2 jumpers. Kind of crown this off. Now these studs here line up with these studs. And there's our decorative door. Okay, let's start building up our wall. I'm just going to take several of these tan pieces and we'll start building up our wall. As you can see, the wall's right in the center, and as we get closer to the top, these studs line up perfectly, and that's what you want. Now let's get started on the window. The window's almost the same thing. I'm going to start building up the wall. And just as the door, I'm just going to take some of these 1x2 jumpers. We're going to place it all here for our window sill. I'm going to place some 1x2s in here along the side of this door. Now we got an opening for our window. Well, let's get started. The first thing we're going to need is a 1x6 white plate like we use for the door. Instead of using a smooth 1x4 tile, I'm just going to use 4 of these 1x1 sloped bricks. Stick these down here at the bottom. Here's a little secret that a YouTuber showed me. I'm just going to take these bricks and push them down on my counter here. Now they're all straight. It's a good technique. So that's the bottom of our threshold for a window. Now let's start building the windows themselves. The first thing I'm going to need is 2 of these 1x4 white bricks or plates. Place these 2 on top of each other and place this on the back here. I'm going to take 2 of these 1x2x3 windows, place them side by side. This method can work with any size of window. But I choose to do this, and I'm going to take some of these 1x2x2 windows, place them on the top here. And I'm going to simply take some 1x2s and line them up along the sides here. Looks like we got some molding or casing around our window. Then I'm simply going to take a 1x6 white arch, place it on top. Now the back part here is kind of offset a little bit, but I'm just going to use 1x1 bricks, place them on the corners, and finally a 1x4 plate. And simply I'm going to take some 1x2 white jumpers and we're going to place them along the top here, crown off our window. There you have it, got a nice little modular window. You can make several of these for a house or a school. So we're just going to drop this window down right on top of here, where these studs here fit right along this edge. Now the window hangs out. Now let's finish up our wall. Just going to take several of these 1x4s. I already have them pre-stacked. Now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to put some smooth tile on the top here. If you're going to make a modular building, you can easily remove the roof. That's really easy. There you have it. The door fully works, as so does the windows, although these windows don't open. If you want, you can easily use one of these style of windows and replace these there you have it. As you can see, half a brick, an Outset here. This looks really good. This would be great for a little small townhouse. As you can see inside, it's all finished off. Looks really good. You could even build this out more and make a window seat. Or if you want to get really creative, put some glass block up here for windows. There you have it. There's the decorative, a way to actually decorate your doors and windows so they don't look as plain as sticking them inside the wall. This is a lot more better. This is a method I'm going to start using more in my houses, just to make things look more, to build up character. So I hope this tutorial helps you guys out. Thank you for watching.